What up, guys? Here we go. This has been the first time I've ever taken the bike on I-4. If you've seen from some of my videos, I-4 is a fucking nightmare most of the time. So this will be the first time I've ever taken the bike out on the actual interstate. I've done the toll roads and that's fine, but I-4 is sometimes fucking hell. So here we go. Come on for a ride. You can see it's already pretty damn busy out there. The 2 exits down from here is where you get off at 192 if you want to go to Disney. If you go that way, it goes to Tampa. That way is into downtown Orlando. We're technically on Kissimmee still. But we're way south of Kissimmee. Like I said, it heads towards Tampa going this way. So you can see the traffic starts getting pretty damn heavy as we get closer to Disney World. And then obviously in Orlando, it gets, you know, you can be in fucking complete gridlock. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to take you around through Celebration, Florida today. Celebration, Florida is the small town that was created it was originally started by Disney to make the perfect model neighborhood, okay? Perfect little town, the whole 9 yards, okay? It's its own town inside of Kissimmee, and it's right up here. It's where I used to deliver when I had my route at UPS before I went back and did my stuff in the building. This is the route I had. There's 3 routes out here in Celebration, and I had all the business routes, the Disney buildings, the hospital, the banks, stuff like that. I had all that stuff. It was a shitty route. But that's basically where we're heading today. I figured I'd take you this little something different. You know, I watch a lot of videos from out west, and I see people's videos from all over, and I said, you know, I would really like to show off where I live and some of the things I see all the time. And a lot of people were saying, like, hey, take us some more scenery. So I figured, you know what? Celebration pops out right there by Old Town. If you guys have heard about Old Town on 192. So I'll take you through Celebration, just kind of show it off a little bit, see? Disney World, Celebration, International Airport on the 417. See the power lines right there? Right to your left, you'll see the Disney ears. They actually have power lines made out of Disney ears. So yeah, we're in the home of Disney right now. We are point blank here. It's like 80-something degrees today. Perfect day to be out on the bike. Hopefully you'll be able to see as we get a little bit closer here. You'll be able to see the big old Disney ears. Yeah, there you go. You can see them now. Pretty cool. I always knew when I was a kid, when we see the Disney ears on the power lines, you knew we were right by Disney. And I was like, yes, we're almost there. You know, the full excitement of being a kid. Yeah, from then on out, you didn't sleep very much. All it was going off to goof off. So now then, let's head up into Celebration. Remember, this is the place that was created by Disney back in the early 90s. It was like supposed to be America's model town, this, that, and the other. Very expensive to live out here. Man, they built a lot since last time I was out here. I was delivering. I had all this whole road coming all the way down. There's a high school's down there. Celebration High School's to my right. You see, we're in Celebration now. So I'd have to go down all the way down there. There's Celebration High School, and then I'd turn around and come all the way back this way and start hitting up all these new townhomes and stuff like that. But this is the main drag. It takes you through it. It takes you up to Old Town going this way by the Disney buildings. Where else does it take you to? The hospital, Celebration Hospital, really fancy high-end hospital. I delivered that. But I had every bit of this all the way through here. All these brand new neighborhoods, they're the really skinny homes is all they are. These homes, look at them, they're really skinny. And they're all like 2 and 3 floors. And they're very expensive. But people are building them like nuts, you know, they're just throwing them up left and right. Dog leg to the right back here. You can see the fancy country club. Really fancy. The homes in here, $700,000–800,000 to a couple $1 million. But one thing I really realized is that I wanted to be able to show off my town a lot more, like I said, and show off what people can see if they come here. Like, I live in a country club, but it's not as well maintained and high end as this. This is expensive to live out here. All these neighborhoods through here, and you can see they're old. They're like old Florida style houses. You have alleyways in the back that you'd have to park your cars on, otherwise you have to park out in the street like this. The garages, if they have a garage, is in the back on the alley. See what I mean? where the front is like totally different. And this is where my route would start going this way. And there will tell you, there's some very, very nice homes back here. You gonna turn? You got your own churches. They have every different denomination church back here too. I know they have Catholic, Presbyterian, Baptist, Jewish synagogue. They have all that back here. Let me take you down to where these houses really get expensive real quick. This was outside of my delivery zone, but I'll take you down here. It's called East Lawn. These homes are in the million dollar range. These are $1 million, $2, $3, $4, $5 million up. And I'll let you see. Remember, this was created by Disney. Disney owned all the land out here, and they made this themselves. And you're going to see houses. We live in a neighborhood with a really big house. Our house is about 3,612 square foot. But I mean, look at that house. That house is probably upwards of 8,000 square foot. I looked up some of these, how much they were selling for, and they were between $8 and $9 million. Look at that thing. Fucking houses are amazing back here. And this is what I really wanted to show you. I mean, you really shows how far Disney money really goes. You know what I mean? When you see all this and you're like, oh my God, you know? I really don't know what you're doing. I don't trust him, I don't trust him, I don't trust him. Don't trust half these people through here, guys. And then you see you got regular homes like this, guys. They try and do that old school Florida style home back here. And it is really nice. But they're not big. They're only like 2,000 something square foot. But then they turn around and ask for, like I say, a house like this that's right around 3,000 square foot. They'll ask about $750,000. And you're like, the fuck? Yes, you get this prestigious thing, this, that, and the other, but for $700,000, if you live that way towards where I live, on the other side of Kissimmee, dude, $700,000 would get you about a 6,000 or 7,000 square foot home. Fields, obviously, for families to come out and play. Little League's going on right now. You had everything out here for your family to enjoy. Like I said, they have their own hospitals, you name it, they have it out here. What the hell? Oh, their own town hall. This is what happens when you have the Scenic tourists come here. Now, try to deliver back here when you have all the tourists going, ooh, right there. Or they go, ooh, right there. And then they stop right in front of you. You're like, shit, go. And you're like hitting the brake, hitting the horn at them and like, fucking move. Here's Stetson University. It's one of his expensive colleges. Porsche. Told you. Alright guys, we're going to take you right through downtown right now. Let you see what it is. They have their own post office out here. I know they used to have their own movie theater out here. And you got all these little street places come out here, bakeries, all kinds of stuff. They'll have big car things come out here at night. There's some really high-end cars that come out here. See, you got the movie theater, Killwinds, Wolfgang, the dog thing, another Porsche, like I said, they're everywhere here. Water fountain for the kids to play in. You'll see people fish out there. Yet another Porsche. If you haven't gotten it figured out yet, there's a lot of money out here. You got the basketball courts, all kinds of like Sunday things out here. It's pretty crazy. See what I mean? You could be living down here, guys, enjoying the life. It's country club right across from them. Big homes. We looked at some of the homes through here when we first came down here. We went and talked to the realtor and we looked online. And that's when we found out really how much things were. And because she's fresh out of residency and this is her first main job out of residency, even though they were like, oh, you guys are approved to buy one of these homes through here, we said, Why the fuck do you want to spend $700,000 or $800,000 on a home that's smaller than our home now? And we just kind of said, you know what, it isn't worth getting in debt, because she still has a lot of student loans left. We got a couple years left to pay on her, about 5 years left. And we just said we like to be able to go on vacations, cruises, travel more, be able to buy things. And basically, so we stayed out of getting into the high debt crap. That's just stupid right there, guys. A lot of people love to get in that high-end stuff, debt. Look at that thing. That's one house, guys. It's one fucking house. Here's their country club. Look at this. This is one house too. One house. It's wild, guys. Just wild. Every one of these homes are over $1 million. Those really big ones. They're like 2 or 3 million. See, nice country club here across from you. I love my country club home. I love to just sit out there and watch. My mom goes out there when she visits us in Central Florida. She sits on the back balcony and just watches the golfers go by. Loves it. But is it worth $1 million? Nah. But as you can see, I had to deliver all this. And then you have to get up in there, right, as a UPS man. And there's nothing but cubicles in there, as far as you can see. Probably a couple hundred cubicles per floor. Well, then you have to get in there, you have to buzz the door, then they come to the door, let you in, and then you have to, they're like, oh, I can't sign for it. You gotta go find their cubicle. Well, then it's fucking playing Where's Waldo, trying to find out where to go. I mean, it really is. You're like, what the hell? Check these bikes out. You see them all the time in Celebration. Street Strider. Oh, yeah. Done. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed the day. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of a trip taking you somewhere a little bit different than maybe you have ever seen before. We're back in mainland Kissimmee right now. We're getting a lot closer to the hospitals and just the regular downtown Kissimmee, and where I live on the other side of Kissimmee, down that way, about another 3 or 4 miles. So I hope you really liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up here. Show me that you enjoyed it. And let me know if you, some thoughts that I should do on, maybe some topics you'd like to hear. All kinds of stuff like that. Just holler at me and we'll figure it out. But anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you enjoy the kind of like scenery tours, vlogs, tutorials, whatever. And I will see you guys in the very next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.